So, you've just signed your first client. What now? How do you send an invoice? How do you send a contract? And while doing all this, how to seem professional and not a newbie who just got their first client. No matter what people say, first impression is the last impression. Everybody complains about bad clients, quality of clients, and things like that, but nobody questions the onboarding system. Most gurus today will teach you how to get clients, but closing clients is not the hard part. Very few will teach you how to keep them. 3 out of 5 agency owners lose their authority, credibility, and trust within the first 7 days or something like that. Not because they can't deliver, but because their onboarding system is just shit, or sometimes there's no system at all. In this video, I'll walk you through the exact onboarding system we use, the same one that helped us scale our agency to 48 lakhs in new monthly revenue. Not through ads or funnels, but through a structured delivery system. If your current onboarding system is just a Zoom call and let me know if you have any questions text, you're leaking a lot of revenue, and worse, you're losing trust even before you start. If this is your first time here, I'm Aditya. I'm the founder of Freedom Formula. We help coaches, consultants, and marketing agency owners land clients using our structured outbound systems, inbound systems, and paid acquisition systems. By the end of this video, I promise you will have an onboarding structure that makes your clients stay longer, believe in your authority, and also trust you instantly. Also, this video is not about getting clients because we have already made a video about that. I'll link that down in the description. It is about what happens after they say yes, because if you don't handle that part right, you'll never get to keep them long enough to scale. There is no point of client acquisition if you cannot retain the clients. When you want to scale, client retention is actually more important than client acquisition. And I'm saying this after having a client acquisition agency. So now let's get into this. We open every call with something I call the 3 C's: convenience, clarity, and confidence. They'll feel taken care of, they'll know exactly what to expect, and they'll think that you're experts that they've hired. This sets the tone, and from here, everything simply runs smoother. Now coming to the first C, which is convenience. Right after a client joins us, the first thing we do is we invite them to a one-on-one WhatsApp or a Slack group. There's not a big broadcast channel, there's not some generic email flow, it is a personal space. Just them, me, and my core team. This is where all real-time conversations happen. No confusion, no chasing, clear communication from day one, and that is very, very important. Then I introduce our core team, who is handling what, who to reach out to, and how everything flows from here. Like, let's say our operational head, the one who runs the actual execution, and then our client success manager, the one who keeps tracks of their goals, their milestones, their momentum, etc. This is not just to show that we are organized, but this is also to show that we care about results. Then our next C is clarity. Next, you should be giving them clarity for what is the process. For example, we give them access to our school platform where we have all the trainings and resources, and we just don't dump content on them. We tell them exactly what to watch according to what niche they're from and why it matters. We request clients to complete a niche and offer worksheet within 7 days because that one document powers our internal research, copywriting systems, and also outreach systems. Without that doc, we just don't move. And we explain that upfront because if you're a service-based business and you don't set expectations from day one, you're simply fucked. You want to set their expectations from the beginning. For example, let's say you can expect at least 2 clients or leads or whatever you have promised to deliver. Now coming to the final C, which is confidence. This is by far the most important one. And this is something which needs to be done on the day of onboarding itself because it's a matter of psychology. Robert Cialdini has proven this. When someone takes a first step, even a small step, they are more likely to stay consistent with it. A quick win or a small ask right on the day one, for example, watch a 2-minute video, submit a short intro, or make a micro decision, increases the chance that they'll continue engaging because they just don't want to break that consistency. For example, in our business, depending on the program that they have enrolled in, we handle end-to-end setup, which is basically our system setup program. This includes buying domains for them, setting up cold emails, warming up the systems, and things like that. All of that happens on the first day itself, which means they don't even have to lift a finger. This makes onboarding feel effortless for them, and that is the whole point. Before we end the onboarding, we also ask a simple but powerful question. What do you expect from us in the next 30 days? And then we give them our expectations. We set real expectations instead of fake promises or guarantees. If they show up, they do the work, and they do what we have told them, we tell them what is achievable with clarity. This creates alignment between both the entities. And finally, we leave space for questions. We ask them, is everything clear? Do you want me to explain anything again? Because unresolved doubts, confusion, and second guesses always turns into regret. This removes uncertainty before it even builds. But there's something else we do. And I truly haven't seen many people talk about this either. We just don't give them instructions. We build rapport, which means we just don't make the onboarding robotic. We make it more human. We share how Freedom Formula started. We tell them how this business was built, how we started this agency with literally 2,000 rupees, what it felt like to onboard our first client, all of the mistakes that we made, and the clients that we lost, and the systems that we had to fix. We literally tell them stories, not to sound inspiring, but to build connections, which makes business scaling easier. Because clients are not really just buying systems, they're buying certainty and a little bit of you. And when a client feels connected to you, that emotional buy-in early on is what keeps them through the harder weeks. This whole onboarding process is what helped us retain over 90% of our clients in the last 6 months. We don't really need more leads. We need more trust after the sale. By building the structure, we turned one-off clients into retainers and retainers into referrals. And ultimately, we reached that 48 lakh rupees in new monthly revenue. All of that from a structured onboarding system that takes less than 20 minutes to run. Now, most of you would be thinking, Aditya, I don't have time to build all of this. But the truth is, you don't have time not to. Because if you don't build it once, you'll waste at least 10x the time to either re-explain your service to every new client, or when they don't pay you the second month because of the wild expectations they had before joining. Another one I hear is, clients don't want structure, they actually want flexibility. Wrong. Clients want confidence and clarity. Of course, no one is going to stick around if you don't generate promised results, but when you do, they want to feel like they're in safe hands. And structure is what gives them that. This onboarding doesn't feel like a necessary ritual. It feels like a partnership. So if you're ready to stop losing clients after the first month, and if your onboarding right now is just, hey, there's the login and let me know if you have any other questions, then this process is your fix. Because this is the exact onboarding process that helped us retain over 50 clients last year. And I'm simply handling it to you. We have installed the same system for our 150 clients, and this works every single time. If you want me to explain more of these systems, just drop a comment below. And if you're a coach, consultant, or a marketing agency who needs help in getting clients and installing all of these systems, click the first link in the description and we can connect on a call. That is it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Have a great day.